Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, this is a residential application. It's a fairly well enclosed patio, and one of the reasons is because they have this what they call an easy breeze windows and screens. And so these windows here, actually you could remove them during the summer months and reinstall them during the winter months. It has a screened front to it, so I believe the screen is always there. But it's nice because it could reduce the air movement inside of a patio, and therefore you need less heat in order to keep the enclosed space warmer. In any case, that's the windows there, but let's look at the rest of this. I'm going to go ahead and shut those down for right now, just so it's easier to manipulate through the model here. We have basically open beams up here. We have a fan up here. There's a doorway over here that swings into the residence, and the doorway here that goes outside to the patio area. I believe that's about it. Let's look at the overall dimensions that we have here. Overall dimensions, I have 20 feet this direction and 16 feet this direction. I have a height that starts at the bottom of this beam at 9'5", so I think I have this at a 6-inch beam, and then a height to the bottom edge of this beam over here at 11'6". And just the overall slope I have is roughly a 12 by 2.5. I think they said that they believed it was 12 by 3, but I have 12 by 2.5. So let's go ahead and just look at what that would require as far as placement. Just another side note, diameter of a 7'4" fan, so it's a very large fan in the center of the patio itself. So the center that I have here, just so you know, is the center from this spot here to this spot here, and from there, that's where the center is, and then of course centered on this beam here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at, one other thing is that they did mention that there was a limitation with regards to the amount of power they have available. So we're going to stick with just two 6,000 watt units, and I'm going to just basically be showing you where the best placement would be. So let's go ahead and look at the top here. I'm going to take the roof off as well. So here's the fan. And there's two seating spaces here. Basically, we have a reclining space here, dining space over here. Now, I'm not sure if this table is going to be set up right around here, but it's a 4-foot diameter table. And let's go ahead and put the heaters here. So these are the two Infratech CD6024s. You can see that the brackets are not aligned with the rafters that are coming across here. However, you may want to put a block from here to here, and I'm going to look at one more thing that we need to talk about here in just a second. But what I've done here basically is I placed the one over here and the one over on top of the seating area over here. And going back to the clearances with regards to clearances to combustibles on the bottom side of the heater. So this is 18 inches from this edge here to any combustible. Now this fan blade could be combustible. If it's non-combustible, you can move it over a little bit further to the right. However, I'm not quite sure that you really need to do that. But clearances to combustibles are important. The other thing is from this edge here to the wall, it is at 2.5 feet, I believe. And let's just double check that real quick here. So we'll come over here, tap that, and look over here, and we got 2.5 feet. So yes, and then also this is 2.5 feet as well from this beam coming across here. So I have this beam sticking out a little bit further. Maybe it's not sticking out, but 2.5 feet from this side of the patio here to the left here, let's just say. And again, 18 inches from the edge of the heater to the farthest point of the fan coming out here. So, all right, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else with that. Nope. And let's look at the clearances above. Now this is the one thing I was thinking that we may have to change slightly, and it looks like we probably will, just slightly. So you're going to probably move this bracket here to the same not elevation, but slope as the rafters coming up here. And you probably want to put a block right here, but you can see that we are just about penetrating with the clearance here. Let me see here. It's very, very close at that. You know, we're actually penetrating right here. So what you might want to do is just add another block, maybe an inch in depth, and just place that block right on top of the bracket, and then just, you know, just drill some holes in that wooden block right here, and then attach that to your block or 2x6 maybe coming across this direction here. If this thing lines up over here fine, then you know you can attach it right to that with that 1 inch depth of block on top of this bracket. Or you can go and get the extended bracket. They make a 2-inch extended bracket for this heater. It's just an additional cost. So if you just want to put a block in there, a piece of wooden block, that would be just as great, I would think. Anyways, I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. I'm going to turn the clearances off, and the footprint of heat here with those clearances and everything that we're meeting and the distance away from the wall. You can see that we are heating up this area here very well. So I would think this is going to be a very comfortable spot. These are 6,000 watt units at 240 volts, 25 amps a piece. At this elevation, you can see that it's really designed perfectly for this elevation. And here's the bottom edge of the perfected heat ray. You can see here that just about touches the floor. So you're just about perfect with this application. The only thing on this side here is, you know, of course, that we're missing a little bit of this seating position right here. So, you know, if there's a days that you can adjust the seats by pushing them to the right here, that would work out really good. And then, of course, you could slightly angle this heater, but you'd have to drop it down a few more inches. So let's just look at that real quick here. If we took this heater and we just changed its angle, we'll go with maybe 5 degrees here. Let's see if we can knock that out quickly. And whoops, let's try that again. And we'll go with just 5 degrees here. Now it's going to move both heaters here, but we're just looking at this one in particular here. Now that looks good at 5 degrees. And oops, let's go back to that again. I messed up, sorry about that. And let's go ahead and change that angle again. All right, so there's your 5 degrees. And let's look at the clearances now again. So the clearance below the heater, and as well as the fan diameter here. You can see that we are penetrating that slightly, so that might be an issue. You know, if the fan was perfectly aligned with what I have here, we are missing that. However, if not, you might want to move this down just slightly so that it was at, let's say, let's go here and move it maybe just 1 inch down the slope here, and you should be well off on that clearance now. It looks like we are, and maybe even 2 inches if your fan is a little bit lower. So let's just look at what the distance is on the fan. I have the fan height from the bottom of the bottom there to the beam at 1 foot 6 5/16 of an inch. So yeah, you may want to move it 2 inches down, just depending on how far down this fan actually is. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.